What's good, y'all? Welcome to the YouTube channel, AJ Woods for three. Yours truly, Adam Woods. I go by the name of AJ. Uh, I got this YouTube channel started because I love to play basketball. I got motivated, uh, when I met other content creators who were playing basketball at the same gym. I was just watching YouTube and I seen people playing basketball at the same gym that I play basketball. And then a couple months later, I ended up playing basketball with a creator at the same gym on the same court. And I realized this is something that I can do. And so then I got started. But let me give y'all a little background about myself. I started off playing basketball as a kid, basketball dreams of every hooper, all right? And I grew up. I didn't have money to be in any of the AAU teams. I didn't play organized basketball. My dad was always working. So I never got the chance to play, organized basketball. And then I got the chance at 17 when I was in high school. My family moved out to Georgia. I stayed in California. I followed those dreams. I played organized basketball. And then I ended up moving out to Georgia, went to a prep school in North Carolina. And that's, where I showed out and I really made my stand. Before I was a very humble, pass first type of player. But when I was there, I was getting buckets, man. That was the only reason what I was there for was to just get buckets and get noticed. And I got noticed. I went to a couple of school visits. They didn't want me. So I went back to Georgia. I hit up my coach that I played with out here in Vegas, and he got me connected with a school out in California, out in Joshua Tree, up in the desert, man. They made a documentary about us. I went there and I broke my shin, man. I fractured my shin and I played on it for 4 or 5 months until we finally got an X-ray and figured out that my shin was broke. And man, next thing you know, I'm wearing a boot. I got too much pride to, accept it. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little depressed. I started failing my classes. I kept, running and playing on my leg, even with the boot on, and compensating, walking all the time. Next thing you know, my left leg had the exact same fracture. So yes, I had two stress fractures in both of my shins. Very painful, very, very painful. And so for maybe a year or two, I sat out and, I tried to heal up. I just sit on the sideline. I became the third coach, or really the fourth coach of the team. I just watched other guys, quote unquote, take my spot. I was supposed to be the starting point guard, but that didn't work out. And so, what I say, my third year at a JUCO, which is supposed to be 2 years, my third year, I felt healthy enough to play. I ended up playing, but I only played a few games. And those games that I did play, was looking like, man, he's back. It's going to be a good season. But it didn't turn out that way. I ended up just leaving. I met my wife there. We left, we moved to Vegas, and we stayed here for a couple of years. And it was when I came here to Las Vegas that I started to study the anatomy of the body. I was tired of still limping and not being able to walk. And my last doctor visit, they told me, you know, you have so much bone that's grown back that we need to shave some of that off. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, man, the pain that you're feeling, it's all in your head. And so once I realized, man, I'm completely healed. I'm just, tricking myself not to play basketball no more. So then I started to study the body. Every day consisted of me learning something new about the body. I found out there was just a few exercises that I needed to do in order to heal myself to get back to being able to just walk, let alone run. And so that's what I did every day. I wake up, do some exercises. I go take my dog to the park. We go for a run for about an hour. We go run through the desert and up the little mountain that I live next to and come back home. And that was what my day consisted of. I wanted to be a personal trainer. This is just the journey that I took. I didn't work. I just focused on rebuilding my body, sculpting my body up. And, 3 years after that, here I am playing basketball again. And a year after that, we are now today, where I play basketball pretty consistently. It's always been a dream of mine, but going through injuries throughout my life, and especially though that last injury, I wasn't really motivated to play basketball anymore. So I didn't I didn't really pursue it. But now, I go to the gym, I play basketball. I posted a couple of videos, and I got invited to a men's league game. I'm getting invited to tournaments, at content creators, gyms, like all these things in the basketball world opening up for me, and none of that would have been possible without my belief of healing myself. A lot of us go through these injuries, myself included, and it puts us in a depressed state of mind. That was me. Like I said, I injured both of my legs, man. I couldn't walk. I couldn't play basketball. At my college, I'm just a legend. You know what I mean? I never got to play. Nobody really seen me play. And I'm watching other guys I went to school with. They're going overseas. I'm not hating on them to any degree. I'm proud of all of them. You know what I mean? I played with them. You know what I mean? They never gave up. They played through the injuries. They went through all the adversity. They faced a lot of things to get to where they're at. And when I see that, it gives me more and more hope that that could be me. Whether I go overseas or even if I'm just a content creator on YouTube, whatever it is, I know that I can still play basketball for a living and have fun. You know what I mean? And now I got a family. I got my wife. I got my daughter. My daughter loves to watch me play basketball. My wife loves to watch me play basketball. My best friend that y'all have seen, the Rise of the Titans, he loves to see me play. I love to see him play. So it's just you got to follow what you love in life. Don't give up. But for me, that was my story. Through that journey, I've also went through multiple different spiritual journeys as well along that. And I started off as a Christian as a kid, like most people. We start off in the church, and then I don't know, man. It was just something in me. I was always connected on a different level. I would run to school. I would see spirits running with me. I would have these weird dreams and visions. I still got memories of dreams that I've had when I was 4 years old, and I remember them vividly, and I still decode them to this day. Every 10 years for me, I get another awakening. When I was 4, I had these visions and these dreams. When I was 14, I had visions and dreams. When I was 24, I had visions and dreams, and now I'm 26, and I still sometimes have those visions and dreams. And that's something that we could talk about at a later time. But I started off Christian, and then I started off just thinking that I was, whatever spiritual was. I didn't know about all the woke stuff. You know what I mean? I was just inclining at my own level before I knew about any of the woke or any of that stuff. So it was Christian, and then just spiritual, and then I became Rasta, and then I became Hebrew Israelite, and now I'm back to just living spiritual life. And then you know as of now, currently, I'm Nuwapian. And it's like, as a Nuwapu, it's understanding everything, dealing with facts and not opinions, dealing with facts instead of just something that I read in a book. But it ties everything together. Everything that I've learned over the years led me to the Nuwapians. And matter of fact, I'm not going to claim and say that I'm Nuwapu, because it's something that I feel that I have to earn. Even though it's in my blood, I feel that I have to earn it. I've had visions. Um, Things that were given to me were taken away in those visions. So it's my duty to reclaim those things through my acts in this world. We're here to be light to other people. So like I said, that's something that we'll talk about as well. In my description, I said that right. The esoteric knowledge, I'll teach you guys all those things that I've learned, what I mean, over the years, and we'll go from there. Now, as for success and just books, I love to read. Matter of fact, I love to listen to audios. I have all the books that I have audios of. I have the books as well. I've listened to the audios enough of each book that I, relate to the most, that I could go through the book and flip to the page that I'm listening to, because I listen to them, on a large scale. I listen to them multiple times. I don't listen to music as much anymore. If I do listen to music, then it's something that I can sing along with, that is in a way of an affirmation, not just, random lyrics. And, just doing that for me has helped me tremendously. And yeah, so we're going to get to it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Just a short little intro. I know it was a lot to take in. I just wanted to make this video for y'all, to show y'all that, I'm here with you, and I appreciate y'all for watching. And as we go on, we'll learn more. We'll start to unfold what goes on in this mind of mine. And, I'll start to create more basketball content, more esoteric content. And I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my daughter crying. So I'm about to go get her. See y'all later.